Good morning, it's Tracy Fink with the Tortoise Institute, and today's Wednesday Wisdom is a story that I want to share. The name of the story is called The Pandemic of Love. So there actually is something called the Pandemic of Love. It is a database, a platform that a woman named Shelley Tygelski put together. Shelley is a meditation teacher, activist, author, heart-centered, amazing woman, kind of like a girl crush I have. And she is all about love. And when the pandemic broke, she got a lot of calls from people because she is also kind of a go-to person. She got a lot of calls from people, hey, what can I do? How can I help? And then at the same time, she also got calls from people, I need help. I'm home with my kids. I lost my job, all these different things. And she was in a position to put those who could give with those who needed. It's actually a beautiful story in that regard. So fast forward a few months later, I'm in Boston and I'm having a tough time in my world. And it is, for me, it's hard. Things are just not going the way I thought, and moving in a pandemic is very difficult. And I was sad, and I was at a very low point. I signed up for the Pandemic of Love. I saw there's a Boston chapter. And how you sign up is, are you someone who could give, or are you someone who needs? And giving could be money, could be time, could be transportation, driving people somewhere. Needing, same kind of thing. We need money, I need some time, I need someone to help me with my kids, I need transportation. So for me, I signed up, I said that I could do a one-time gift of $100. I really didn't know what any of this was. So, and then I forgot about it because, our world continued to take different twists and turns. So maybe about 4 weeks ago, I got a call from the volunteer coordinator at the Pandemic of Love, apologizing. Things had gotten very busy. She was by herself. Was I still interested? Yeah, of course I was. And so she said to me, I'm going to connect you by email to a woman named Jennifer. She doesn't know what you have offered. Just have a conversation with her, and whatever you feel inclined to give or not, it's just the connection, and it's different than when you give to a charity where you write a check. You don't know what the end result is. You don't know who gets the thing that you've given. So this was quite remarkable in that respect. At the end of the conversation, the volunteer coordinator said to me, thank you so much, and thank you for being brave. And I was like, brave? Huh. That was kind of a weird, that didn't occur to me that this was brave until I got the email from Jennifer in my inbox. And all of a sudden I started to get nervous. What if I can't help her? What if she asks too much? What if I can't go to her pain? What if this is too much for me? And I started to spiral, took a step back, said, okay, be brave. And I answered her email, and I learned a little bit about her and her plight, and shared a little bit about me. And she said to me, actually in her first email, she said to me, even if you can't give anything, just the fact that I know someone cares makes all the difference. So there's that. And then when we made this connection, I really became more comfortable with what I could and couldn't do for her. And at the same time, it was, what was I willing to do for me in order to give to her? So as it turns out, because she gets housing assistance, I was able to pay her rent. It was amazing. She was beside herself, over the moon. And I was able to pay her rent for 2 months. And because I was so super excited and I was sharing this with my family, my son, Adam, had just gotten some money for the holidays, and he said to me, I want to pay her rent for a month. So when I went back to her and told her what we were going to do, not only just pay her rent for a month, but we were going to pay her rent for 3 months. I mean, imagine. So there's this thing on the website of Pandemic of Love that says, I'm paraphrasing because I didn't look at it, but it's like, two people save each other. And I literally felt saved because all of the things that I had been ruminating on and worrying about and stressing, and it's not that they went away, but they went away from here. I wasn't living it. I wasn't embodying it. I was embodying that giving, that connection, that awesomeness of what we can do to help each other. And that was what changed everything. So I'm excited. This is a game changer for me. How we can give to help others is really how we can help ourselves. So if you're feeling down, if you have something to give, if you need help, this is the other thing too. Jennifer wasn't so keen and comfortable asking for help, but she needed help. She was at her breaking point. So I encourage you to ask for help if you need it. The website is pandemicoflove.com. There's likely a local chapter in your area. Most of the communication is done by email or Venmo or some other PayPal kind of thing. So you don't have to see the person face to face, although I do know stories of people who have met and there's an instant hug and connection. Well, the icing on the cake is that today I actually have a call with Shelley, the woman who started this. Now, I have been admiring her work for many years. She's a real leader in the mindfulness space. And I had commented on her Instagram page that the Pandemic of Love experience was so wonderful. And she reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to talk about it and share my story and take a picture of me. So be brave, put yourself out there in whatever way, shape, or form it is, and know that we can all be saved. See you next week.